So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 11 now. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of him. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tariq Cohen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. DJ Reader in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the...
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. That is caught. It's Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go play action. Mayfield. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield on play action. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield now. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing, Mayfield, rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Fields this way up at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tua, the final shot before half. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in this 2nd half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Put the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield steps away to his left. And it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 3rd down, Mayfield forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
When you have a guy who has mobility, bootlegging him out of the pocket is often a big-time call, especially on a 4th down play. It gives him a run-pass option.
Yeah, but it's also gutsy, right, because you're exposing your quarterback quite a bit.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that one at all, because on the bootleg, You've got to hope that the defensive ends or outside linebackers take the fake. If they don't, they're often right in the face of the guy trying to exit out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now before the play clock runs out, Brian Flores is going to call a timeout.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tua. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And boy, what a catch and move right there.
In a tough spot to get it over the middle.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Here's Gaskin. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Cohen gets it again on second. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Tua. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tua to throw.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
It's a run with Mostert.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.